Hi, welcome. On this video, I'm doing the socialization exercise with Conrad. Just brought him out. And I encourage you to go watch the last video where I'm doing a pre-warm-up exercise with Conrad in the crate, adding an extra step on this exercise when you know that the dog you're dealing with has gained a lot of control. Okay, so just having a dog in the area coming out, you're getting really ramped up, and so help to add an extra step on in terms of just using the remote collar to vibrate the dog into a state of relaxation is helpful. Okay, just to add that extra kind of a step on to this process. So here, again, Polly's right here. I brought Conrad out, and what I'm doing here, I'm talking to the camera, but I want to be opposite anyway. See here, so this thing here with what I'm doing here in terms of facing the opposite direction at first, okay, offers a better picture, okay, as to the level of investment a dog is wanting to make, okay, so, and this gives you a better representation of, when I talk about fading out. So here what I'm doing is I'm interacting with Conrad, I'm nudging that leash, okay, to intercept, okay, his state of mind as he's wanting to invest. And so how he responds to that, right, these nudges, is going to give you context as to just how invested he really is, whether he's accepting or you're in a lot of conflict here. And so, but at first you want to kind of turn the other way. And so here what I'm doing is I'm just taking my time. He knows Polly's right there. When I came out and turned around, and then right from this point on, I'm just taking my time and waiting until I get a certain level of relaxation until I start to move again. But I'm kind of doing this turn slightly. You see I have the pressure collar on. It's called the choke chain. Okay, helps give me a little bit more leverage, control with him, especially when I'm doing a certain exercise at first. And then it's going to help me in terms of just movement and being able to control him and be able to interrupt these states. But how I'm doing it, again, it's not about yanking and cranking. This is just nudging, okay, because again, being ahead of the curve of his mind. You can see here, you have a really good visual here on what I'm doing, okay. You see, again, you can pay attention to see, he's tempted, he's wanting to turn and wants to invest. I'm not allowing it, but I'm nudging ahead of time, so in tune to his state of mind, just as he starts, as his mind moves beyond that line, ever so much, it's just a little bit of a nudge. Just a little bit. Just as a little, it's like a little hey you. Just say, hey, don't think about it. I'm in control. You might get to meet Polly. See, that's the thing. I'm not doing it in such a way to say, in absolute, this is a conditional state. It's just saying, hey, calm down. I own Polly, and you're not going to invest like that, okay? Because again, this is all relationship, and for Conrad to understand that I'm in control. So I even use my leg here a little bit, my knee, got to hit him harder and just to kind of nudge his head away a little bit. And even here we're doing some downs, down. It's helpful to do, even here, so you do it down, still be prepared to nudge a little bit. So here I did it down with him, but he's still wanting to turn that head. And so you have to nudge. His tail's wagging here, this is just the power play. Not going to let him sniff the floor either, I just want him to relax. So you tap him a little bit here. Sit, and bring him up. It's important when you're using a collar like this is to take the pressure off. Even though it looks like it's tight all the time, it really isn't, okay? It's just kind of, it's tense, okay? But you want to release influence onto him during the moments where he is letting go or he's releasing control, okay? And this is about being in tune to that state of mind. So there's points where I'm going to release that. You see kind of the downwardness here of him a little bit. This is normal. The mind will start to pull in, and you'll see a dog start to go down a little bit. You can tap them out of that as well. And just take your time. So here I'm just taking my time. I am going to move a little bit, so I'm going to move this way. But as I move closer to Polly, his tail's wagging, right? He's really anticipating. See, I'm just tapping. I'm keeping a little bit of an angle here. Don't want him looking. This is a relaxation exercise. This is about relationship and control. This is how you want to do something like this with because then it's just safe, especially if you're doing this solo, you know, at first. So you can do a lot of this by yourself with using a crate. And like I said, the expectation in here is I want Conrad just to start to relax, okay? Again here, so if you sense the dog's getting a little bit wound up, move beyond a little bit here. Just move outside the range a little bit. This is where you can kind of create a little bit more distance. Especially if I sense here right here, I gotta tap more, nudge more, it's taking more work to get him to release, and I'm gonna move away a little bit here. Take control, don't let him start to maneuver away and stuff. Down. Put it down onto him, help to relax him. Tap it even when he's down here. I'm tapping a little bit here. I want him to relax. Because the down is just a position, okay? It's about the interaction getting there, the influence coming on him. It's helpful, but you still have to be active. If he's in the down position, I still have to be aware, and I still have to nudge him a little bit. I want his nose off that floor. I want him just to cool his jets and relax. See him looking up at me? This is like fading in, right? This is me communicating with him. Hey, take it easy. I'm in control. You're not going to anticipate gaining anything through calling. This is how you do it. Just slow, methodical, intentional, take your time. The goal is, you know, depending on how ramped up the dog is, don't overextend this exercise. Down. When he's down here, so I'm pushing here. Even when you push into a dog's body, you can tell how much tension's coming off and how relaxed they are. I'm not trying to alpha roll him or anything, but I am putting a little bit of authority on him. Even here, I move the leash this way, so that little kinetic technique to help him release a little bit more. I want him to relax. Start to relax a little bit here now. Down. Sit. Work different angles here, but the same things. Never do anything that would be perceived to be unfair or teasing a dog. Okay, understand that when you're doing this type of exercise, make normal movements. It's the type of motion that you would do if you're just in an area with another dog hanging out. So never do anything to escalate. Okay, I want to make that's an important point. Because you don't want the dog to fail. Okay, this is why I'll move away a little further. Because all those success, down. All those success. Okay, I want Conrad to succeed. Okay, success means that I want him to come into agreement, okay, with what I'm doing. So how I'm turning, how far away I'm moving away from Polly. I'm making certain adjustments, okay, depending on how he's reacting. Even looking at his paws here, see how tense he's getting a little bit again? Just like going up, going down. Releasing. I'm not trying to hold him tight. I'm just interrupting these states a little bit. That's it. Because the thing too is if you try to put too much pressure on, or try to put too much influence, I can get too tyrannical, right? It'll cause a lot of conflict. So, you know, the offset that is move outside the range a little bit. Okay, it helps to kind of create a little bit more distance. Then, as he gets more accepting, more agreeable, then move closer. Right now, I've kind of moved away here a little bit. Because again, it's kind of ramping up. Because again, this is a transitional exercise. Okay, this is like a journey. This takes time, so there's no tremendous rush here. Okay, this is going to play out during the board training process as I continue to do this exercise over and over again with him, but taking breaks. So I'll do this for a few minutes. He has some downtime, and then we're doing something else. Okay, it's always about just how you're doing this exercise. Maybe moving them around here. Even here, just, I want him just to let it go. Just like, hey, no big deal. To the point of just saying, I don't even care. Don't even care if Polly's out here. Dale owns her. It's in the sense of me taking a higher position for this method. Okay, and that's what it's about. It'll be fading in, becoming the pivot point. Always just consider yourself as a pivot point. Use the camera a little bit. And so this exercise here, so if you have more than one dog, you're doing this, say you have several dogs, you want to do this exercise as, you're treating them all as individuals, okay? Using multiple crates, doing this type of exercise one-on-one, and just doing it the way that I'm doing it here. Just take your time, no rush, and do multiple downs, okay? Down. Down. Put some pressure, down pressure. You look here, it still looks, endorphins kicking off, getting excited a little bit. That's normal, okay? So this is about me, it's like, I describe it like, two jet fighters going up in the air, and you're just keeping your nose ahead, as the other, jet kind of runs out of fuel and goes to the side. It's the same thing. You have to know when to, you have to keep, not just keep alignment, but you got to push ahead a little bit. But again, it's knowing how to play off these dynamics so you're not entering into high conflict, okay? You want the dog to relax, and then you get closer. But just do this at first. Just do it, just do it just angles, turn the opposite direction, move a little bit of movement, but good integrity of method, okay? Just one step the whole time, just one step. So anyway, he's doing really well. Considering where we started, okay? He's getting much more agreeable. He's not going, ballistic. He's, he is, there's moments and stuff, without a doubt, but